Everyone hurry this up.
Our memories are back!
Oh. Alright, well, here we go. Let's go and try to leave the city.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
Huh? Paimon, what do you mean?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Another message from who?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
My own voice?
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Let's go and try to leave the city today.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Ah, great. Is Grand badly? The door more. Oh, I guess Momo's doing this. He's committed.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
So the Academia doesn't trust you at all.
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
Well,
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
oh, Paimon, you stay here. I'm gonna go die.
Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Being the city might trigger a disruption to our memories. Also, we need someone to stay and witness the events from this side. So, yeah, I'll go with this.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
Don't worry, Paimon. If we leave together, it'll just stay as the same before.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Okay, okay.
And please, be careful. Ah, memories!
Let's go and try to leave the city today.
Traveler!
Oh, I guess I'm dead. Or at least one part of me died. What's wrong, Paimon?
Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
What did I promise?
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying. Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
Still, sorry, Paimon. I'll leave you behind.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world. Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Then my character ended up as a Honkai Impact character.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
You sure that wasn't, sure that's what you saw? You weren't zoning out or anything?
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention. What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Yes, I don't even know that yesterday existed.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
So they didn't just restrict access to Sumeru City. They're also erasing the memories of those who leave.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
If our memories will be erased, can't we leave behind something other than memories?
Something like a message? But how can we send it back? Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well, okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me. Yep, now we're talking.
Now cut to Tuesday. Oh wait, no, never mind. Not going to today. Not yet. And then she left us hanging. Ah, dang it. Oh, no, there she is.
I'm done. Here you go. What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal? I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node. To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right? Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city. We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
Well, it's worth a try.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
I still think you should stay.
All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
Oh, see you tomorrow, Paimon.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
So that message.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside. Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All
What?
these spaces are empty. Except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
I like how Lumine's mouth wasn't moving that entire time. Surely is the silent protagonist.
That's one
Oh dear.
heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents. There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Then she died. Alright, well, I'm gonna brute force this again because I'm actually kind of getting a little tired. But anyways.
Oh, so
Oh,
that's
first one.
what it is. After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears. And we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow? Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret. Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
A secret, huh? Give me some time. I need to organize my thoughts.
Hey, where are you going?
Well, we gotta go back to the bench again. Well, here's my shortcut. Down this way.
Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival?
Ask away, Miss Naida.
Okay, first off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Alright, so let's see. We got people who don't dream from sumeru.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
We got the sumeru festival from
I've already experienced the Sub-Zero's
This.
festival many times. And the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
Okay, we also got this.
Okay, Nahida said,
Yeah, which you already talked about. Try associating this with. I don't know. I feel like that's a bit of a jump, but yeah, just what I thought. Try. Wait. I feel like I should check those out, but actually, hold on, let me check those out.
the moon illusion.
Okay, they don't have anything.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
Right? Interpret
Those
this.
spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia forest.
That's new.
These have no sign of human presence.
Alright, so let's interpret this.
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream.
Ah, now we got
The
it.
Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
Think we got it.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
Okay, let's check this out. So, Genshin's operation requires a
The
gnosis.
Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate,
Let's try. Please.
and it grants knowledge to the people.
Right? Actually, let's try this.
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
Okay, I kind of forgot
It
what.
compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
Guys, I feel like these are connected. I feel like these are. Looks like these are connected. Akasha's operation requires hypnosis. Akasha is the manifestation of the gods' wisdom of power. The god of wisdoms of power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. I feel like all these are connected into each other. Oh my.
The Akasha relies on the...
Yeah, I feel like they're all connected to. I feel like these are all connected to each other. Come on. They all are. Actually, I feel like it's this. I also feel like it's this. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom. So, in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Yes, and they don't intend to stop there.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Oh, okay, let's see. Okay. Well, I guess we're with this.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each
I wanted to hear
person's
that,
brain in
but-
a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sumeru's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sumeru's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues. So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right? Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into. Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything. All right, last question. Who am I?
Well, okay, time to. Wait, what? Okay, well, let's interpret this.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming? Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the sage's deception of Sumeru's people?
Well,
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then,
probably this.
So you noticed.
Okay, yeah, that.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last. That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali, Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
I have a lot of questions for you, but this doesn't seem like a good time. Not at all.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
So why couldn't you simply tell us the truth?
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your mind.
Fair enough.
Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own,
You go insane.
your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
Alright, well, I think I already answered that, asked this. Let's see. How do sages manage to keep people from noticing this?
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sumeru's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sumeru's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream. That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean? Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sumeru's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Alright. So, about the mass-produced side effects of a mass-produced dream.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when? You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate.
Hence the mention of
Especially
casualties.
those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them. People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
Right. Yeah, you're right. And why is the dream about the Sub-Zero's festival?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence? Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange. The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
Oh, I do this. I feel like this might have something to do with it. Oh, I might take a look. Yep.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean...
Could it mean what? What could it mean? Oh, forget it. I don't have any more questions.
Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable.
I agree. Let's get her. Let's get them.
After we end the Sub-Zero's festival Samsara, we have to look into them. How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous! In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
Aw.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
Oh,
Oh, we're out of time today. I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
okay. Well, I'll do this again. Oh, okay, now we're here.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Where's genius are? She could have what? What?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way! Are we too late? The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Well, Rip, I was wrong. Well, we were so close. It's like you were close with Tepe.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear? She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely.
Right?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going. But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad. Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler.
Sure, you guys heard that.
No, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet. Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all. Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still...
Still meant a lot to her. Come on, give her hope.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sumeru's festival with so many regrets. Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the Sage's fault, and theirs alone.
When you put it that way.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon. Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
Yeah, just ask. A lot of them. Now I think about it.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible. Great, but how do we do that? Although the Sumeru's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it. Huh? So, how should we find that person? Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream. Imagination? What do you mean by that? Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and more.
So, lucid dreaming.
But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
So we find the hosts, then what?
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken. How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker. It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes, I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
I just feel so demoralized. It's just like what happened with Tepe.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Unlikely. Knowing the plan, they'd probably become aware that they were dreaming. So an unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize this is a dream.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
Maybe Ferris, the Knight of Flowers?
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sumeru's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
Definitely longer streams.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Oh, leave these guys to me.
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you.
You're wasting your breath. I don't like this one. Leave.
Ugh, fine, alright.
Leave.
Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
Sure about that? Sure about that? Sure about that?
New solidified.
Here, have this.
Order guide you.
Shine down!
The friend decide, you know.
Let me scribe. Decided by destiny.
Oh, there you are.
Where do you think you're going?
That worked.
There is no escape.
Should I do this to you? I think I should. Come on.
Torn to oblivion.
Okay, that works. That was kind of a waste, but it worked.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
Yes, now I'm fine. Hello.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this.
Yeah, that's why I told her to get out of here.
Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something.
Yes, I do remember that.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
Maybe it'll give us some clues.
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Oh, we don't go in. Oh well.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
Yeah, we should. Okay, let's see. After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get these notes written before the Sub-Zero's festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably continue your journey immediately, so I was hoping that I'd be able to give this to you before that. This is a compilation of folk legends concerning Lesser Lord Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid there are very few who know much about her. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in your search for her. G'Darvaville's water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go very far to get water, but one day, people suddenly found that the water was drinkable again, and some said that a green light was seen near the water's source the previous night. Everyone believes that this was the divine power of Lesser Lord Kusanali at work. It sounds possible. The decontamination of water sources via natural means probably takes ages. Did Lesser Lord Kusanali appear in G'Darvaville then? After Mama passed away, I was super afraid of the dark and couldn't sleep. But from one day on, I would hear a voice that would chat with me until I fell asleep. This nice lady told me that Lesser Lord Kusanali must have been watching over me. Poor child. I hope that the Sub-Zero festival makes him a little happier. This is quite similar to something I experienced back then. As well. She is indeed a gentle god. There was this one time when I had a wee bit too much to drink, and I couldn't find my way home to save my life. Then I turned a corner, and I could have sworn I saw Lesser Lord Kusanali. She was very tall and had muscular arms, and she caught me when I slipped and fell. Next morning, I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon I must have been... That must have been her looking out for me. No, that was Nada, or whatever her name is. I'm bad with names right now because I'm tired. I'm not sure if this one has much value as a reference. Perhaps it's just a trio, right? Then a bunch more references.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Dunyarzad. Yeah. Oh, do this.
Hey! Where are you off to now? It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
I guess. I feel better if I say this out loud. I'm not sure about this. Let's do it. I love you. I mean, thank you. Not the former one. Just thank you.
Where did it go?
Sure does. Also food. Flowers. And the pot. Got to be more specific. Oh, here's your boss, ma'am. Wow, I hate bosses.
Always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Huh?
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Dunyarzad?
Yes, traveler. What is it?
I love you. I mean...
But just now, how come...
Not leave behind any regrets. Let's go, Paimon!
What? Where are we going this time?
Time to make love! And watch the Dance of Sub-Zerus. That too.
We will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Yep, too bad.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste.
I'm being Junie. Nice evening. Right? Yeah.
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
Just like I thought. They're robots, I mean puppets. But also robots. Skynet has invaded.
Oh, of course. If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Deactivated their active camouflage. Hold on a moment. What's up with those flowers? Could they be robots as well?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here?
You close your eyes. You're about to get, I'm just sure to kiss you.
Huh?
Imagine the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird. But okay,
Also-
I'll try.
Also, wait a sec, before you, think of that, also think of someone pressing their lips against you. Someone close to you. Hmm? Oh, here's our chance! Oh man, you're just got to...
So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu?
Correct. Also, goddamn, I missed my chance. Could've gotten that kiss. Also, correct. Ignore everything I just said.
But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Oh, well, it's your work on its own. How did you... Well, why are we surprised? Just scared to realize that she was dreaming. Come on.
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sub-Zerus festival?
Sure.
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely
not.
wrong either. The point is, what
Or
made
not.
you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Back up off the ball today.
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes.
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
Now that Nyla's aware of it, or Neil's aware of it, this dream should be over soon.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
Oh boy! I've been waiting a long time for this. Please dance your heart out! Also, I've been waiting for this. I can't.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
That was nice. That was super nice. Although granted, Osha got that kiss.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Take off your Akasha terminal.
At the end of the Sub-Zero's festival, or the dance of Sub-Zero's, I think I saw... Quick! Confession! I love you! Oh. God, man.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Quick, the usual spot!
Huh? What usual spot?
You know, by the sea. River. I gotta hurry this up. Gotta hurry this up. Wait, over here. Wait, we should go confess to her. Gotta make a decision. Who's allowed to confess to her? I love you!
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
What?
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Subzerus Festival for me.
Hey!
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Dunyarzad, I love you!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance of Subzerus.
Also, that's done.